Guys, in the last session, we understood several commands related to Git. What is clone versus pull? What is push versus pull? What is stash command? And what is stash apply? What is fetch command? And what is pull command, merge command, and rebase command? Then after, we have summarized what we discussed in the GitHub so far. Git branches we understood. Branches are used to maintain multiple code bases in the project. Multiple teams will be available in the project. As they are working parallelly, we should not merge all the teams code into single place. So that's why we are going to create branches. When the code is available in the branch, I want to merge the changes from one branch to another branch. For that, you can go for branch merging. That branch merging you can do by using pull request, or you can do by using merge command and rebase command. But in the real time, we will go for pull request and we will select the reviewer. Who is a reviewer in the pull request? Our team lead we will select as a reviewer, right? Whenever we are merging the branches or when we are pulling the latest code, there is a chance of getting the merge conflict. What is a merge conflict? The problem that we are facing when the same file, same line number having the change, then we are going to get merge conflict. Then what is the .git ignore? Yes, these are used to ignore the files which we want to ignore. Whenever we create a project, right, by default we are getting the .git ignore. It will contain target directory should not be committed, .class path, .project, .settings, such kind of unwanted files should not go to repository. In that scenario, we will go for .git ignore. And there is one small concept available that is basically not required for the Java developer. Just for our understanding, I will explain that. What is tagging in GitHub? What is tagging in the GitHub? So here, tagging is used to take historical commit, so whatever the historical commits that we are doing, whatever the commit we have done, from whatever the code that is available in the GitHub, that code I want to take as a backup for the release purpose. Whatever the code is available, that code I want to take as a backup for the release purpose. Now let us see. This is my repository. In this repository, here developers, as a developer, I have done one commit. So I have started from here. Then I have done one commit on the repository. After 2 days, I made one more commit on the repository. Then after few days, I made one more commit on the repository. Like this, multiple commits I'm doing. After doing 3 commits, I realized that my code is stable for the release purpose. So what are the changes I have done in the last 1 week? Monday, I have done one commit. Wednesday, I have done one commit. Today, I have done one commit. So total 3 commits I have done. Whatever the code is available as of now, this code I want to deploy to the server. After that, any other commit happen, I don't want to deploy that code. Only up to commit 3 code I want to deploy to the production. Then here, what the DevOps people will do is, at this 3rd commit, after the 3rd commit is completed, we are going to create a Git tag. That is called tagging. I will create a Git tag and I will give the version as version 1.0. I'm creating a tag with a name called version 1.0. When we create the tag and when we push the tag to the GitHub, up to commit 3, whatever the code is available, GitHub will package our code as a zip file. GitHub will create our code as a zip file. Now, my tagging is completed. I pushed my tag. Once the tagging is pushed to the GitHub, up to commit 3, whatever the code available, that code will be packaged as a zip file. Then after doing that tagging, I'm going for one more commit. I'm doing commit 4. So when I do the commit 4, will it affect on my tagging or will not affect on my tagging? Will not affect on my tagging. Already I have taken the backup of that. Whenever you do the tag, when commit 3 completed, I have done the tag. But I have given the name for the tag also, version 1.0. Up to commit 3, whatever the code available, that code will be packaged as a zip file, will be stored in the GitHub. When you want to deploy the code, you can download the tag as a zip file. You can deploy that code. After that, commit 4 happened. Then after some time, I have done commit 5 also. Commit 4 is there, commit 5 is there. After commit 5 is completed, I want to go for another tag. These are 2 commits I want to go for next deployment. At the commit 5, I'm going to make one more git tag version 2.0. I will go for git tag version 2.0. What is the advantage? What is happening here? Right. Commit 1, commit 2, commit 3 is available in the git tag 1.0. Commit 4, commit 5 is available in the git tag 2.0. Now I want to deploy the code up to commit 3. Yes, which code I am going to deploy? Tag 1.0. I want to deploy all the 5 commits code. Then I will go for tag 2.0. Who is responsible to do the tagging and deployments? DevOps people. Just basic idea. So here in the GitHub, there is a concept called tagging is available. Tagging is used to mark the code for the release. Up to which commit code you want to take for the deployment. Up to commit 3, I want to go for a tag. Then I will create a tag by using 1.0. Then after commit 4, commit 5 completed, then I will go for git tag version 2.0. When I create first tag, one zip file will be created. When I go for second tag, one zip file will be created. Let us see how can we create the tag in the Git and how can we push our tag. Let me log into my account. Sign in. Yeah, let me go to the repository. So here there is a project Spring. No, don't touch this project. That project having payment gateway integration. Yeah. So let's go for Spring Boot Gradle application is available. So here currently what is this, man? That there is a tag called one tag is available. What is the name for that? v1.0 is available. Now go to this project, clone this project, go to git bash here, git clone and clone that repository. Now cd space Spring Boot Gradle project. Okay. Now I am in this Gradle application. Let me make some changes in the Gradle application and let me commit that file. Go to main, Java. Some Java classes are available. Boot application.java. Okay. So this is integer I is equal to 10. Let me go for integer j is equal to 20. Some changes I am making. Now go for git status. What is that? Modified. Git code is modified. Now git add dot. I have added that. Git commit -m bug fix. Right? Bug fix. Then git I will go for push command. I'm pushing my changes into GitHub repository. Now here I will execute a command called git tag command. What is the tag available? Already in this repository, there is a tag available with a name called version 1.0. Now, git tag is a command which is used to display list of tags already available. There is a tag with a name called version 1.0. Now I want to create one more tag called version 1.1. Right. I have done one commit and I have pushed my code into repository. Now, whatever the code is there in the repository, with that code, I want to create one tag. For that, I will go for git tag version 2.0 or 1.1. 1.0 already available. Now I am taking a tag with a name called version 1.1. Now what happened? Git tag 1.1 got created. Can you check this? What are the tags available now? Git 1.1 tag is available. So here you can use a command called git tag show 1.1. So nothing is available here now. The tag 1.1 is available. Right. Let me push this tag. Okay. I want to push this tag into repository. Go to that repository and refresh the repository. How many tags are available currently? Only one tag is available in the remote repository. Git push origin version 1.1. I'm trying to push my tag version 1.1. Now refresh this. Now can you see how many tags are available? Two tags are available. Go to these two tags, version 1.0 that I created yesterday. Now version 1.1 created 2 minutes ago. What is this? One zip is created. Now when I click on this zip file, that code is downloaded as a zip file. So whenever you want to mark some code for the release, then we can go for the tag. Now if you go to this folder, downloads folder, the project is downloaded as a zip file. Now the project is downloaded as a zip file. You can see whatever the tag I created with the tag name it has downloaded. Spring Boot -1.1 like this it has downloaded that tag. Now tell me what is the purpose of tagging? To mark the code for the particular release. I want to keep a pointer up to which commit I want to deploy my code. But as a developer, are we going to do the tagging? No. Who will go for the tags? Developers are not going to do that. Here, the DevOps people are going to deploy our code. They will create the tag. Based on the tag, they will go for the project deployments. Are you clear with my point? Yes. Now, so here you can see the what is the git tag. If you want to know the help of that, git help tag. What is the meaning of git help tag? Create, list, delete or verify a tag object signed with that. Now add a tag reference under given delete list or verified tag. Now there are options available. Git -a which is used to annotate the tag. Now -f replace the tag with the name. -d which is used to delete the tag. Verify the tag name. -l list the tags which are available. Like this there are several options that are available for the tag command. If anybody asks you what is the tagging in the GitHub, the tag is used to mark the project for the release. Version 1.0, version 1.1, version 1.2, like that they will create the tag. That when the tag is created, we need to push the tag to the GitHub. How I am pushing the tag to the GitHub? Git push origin version 1.1. Then I'm able to push the tag to the GitHub. So then when the tag is pushed, right, the tags count is displaying here version 1.0 and 1.1. So if you go for 1.0, whatever the code I committed till yesterday, that is available as a zip file. Whatever the code I committed till today, that is available in one zip file. Even if anybody modify my code repository, do I need to bother about my deployment? No, already I have a tag created till yesterday commits. Today morning, some developers modified the code in the project. I want to deploy the code till yesterday changes. Till yesterday, I have created a tag. So when I go for the deployment, I will take that tag and I will do the deployment. I will not take the latest code which is committed today. So like this, we are going to use the tags in the project. And next one. Sir, here, as of now, Git operations we are performing on the Git bash. We are performing Git operations on the Git bash. There are several ways to communicate with the GitHub repository. Now here if you observe, multiple developers will be available in the project. Those developers will be working on the same project. So they should connect to the same repository. Central repository will be available. That is called remote repository in the GitHub. Now here developers will install Git to client software in their machine. By using that client software, they will communicate with the GitHub repository. Sir, which client software we can use? there are several client softwares are available. Git clients, Git client software. So nobody will force in the project, sir, which client software I need to use in the project. That is totally my choice. Now, if I am good with Git bash, I will use Git bash to perform my operations. Suppose I'm not good with the Git bash commands. I want to perform operations from Git to GUI. Now, if you see, we are right clicking on the project. So let me go to the project repository here. Yes, this is my repository. Now I am opening my Git bash. I don't want to go for Git bash. I want to go for Git GUI to perform the same operation. Right click, open Git GUI. Open Git GUI. So GUI tool is open. Here also you can perform your operations. You can commit, you can push. Whatever the operations I'm doing with the Git bash, same operations you can do from the Git GUI also. Let me make some changes. Let me remove this code. I have removed that code. Now go here, go to the project, not this. Go to the project. Yes. Now open, show more options, Git GUI. So when I open Git GUI, what it is telling? Boss, these lines are displaying in the red color. These are changed. What is the status of the file? Unstaged. Now I want to stage that file. In the Git bash, how we are staging the file? Git add command. If you go for Git GUI, you just drag and drop here. You just drag and drop here. So whenever you drag and drop, that changes will be, those files will be staged. Now commit and push, nothing to be committed. What is the current status of the file? That current file is in the unstaged status. Drag and drop. Stage changed. Yeah. Now here there is option called stage change. Suppose if I select this file, stage is changed. That file is added to staging area. What is the meaning of adding the file to staging area? Ready to commit. Now ready to commit. Now I want to commit. If I want to commit, they are asking to write the commit message here. Write the commit message here. Removed unwanted code. Removed unwanted code. Click on commit. Now the changes are committed. Now go for push. When I go for push, it is asking to which branch you want to push. I want to push for main branch. Click on push. So now working, please wait. It is doing the push. Now push got success. Click on close. Now go to our GitHub repository. Verify the Java class. Variables are removed or not. Now go to the Java class, boot application.java. Can you see the variables are removed? Yes, that means, am I able to use Git to GUI also to perform the operation? So you can use Git bash as well as you can use Git GUI. Sir, which one we will use? That is your choice. Whichever is easy for you, that one you can use to perform your operation. Project manager, project team lead will not force to use only Git bash or use only Git GUI or use only IDE to perform the operation. They will not force. It is your choice. What you want to do, that is up to you. Got my point? Yes, next one. Suppose I don't want to go for Git bash or I don't want to go for Git GUI. I want to perform operation from the IDE itself. I want to commit. I want to push my changes from my IDE itself. Right. Now go to our JRTP workspace. Go to JRTP workspace. I have the project which I have cloned from the Git repository. I will import this project into IDE. I will import this project into IDE. Now, so this is my IDE workspace. File, import the project. Okay. So go to existing Maven project. That project is a Maven project. Now here, Git practice, Spring Boot Gradle application available. I'm selecting that project. Tap into that. Sorry. What I have selected? Maven. But what it is? Gradle. Yeah. Click on next project directory. Go to JRTP, Git practice, Gradle project, select that. Now click on next and click on finish. I'm importing that Gradle project into my IDE. I cloned that project from the GitHub and I imported that project into IDE. From the IDE also, we can perform the Git operations. It is taking time to import. Yeah. So now you can see my Gradle project got imported. In this project, you can see the boot application is available. In this boot application, there is a method. Let me remove all this code. Yes, I made some changes to my code. I made some changes to the code. Now I have already option to work with Git bash. I can open the Git bash and I can verify what are the changes I made. I can go for Git GUI and I can perform the commit operation. Similarly, if you go to IDE, right click on the IDE, here you can see one option called team option. What is the option available, guys? Whenever you right click on the project, there is an option called team. So what is available now? Commit, stashes, push to origin, fetch, push to branch main, pull the code, synchronize workspace, okay? Add to the ignore file, synchronize workspace, merge, rebase, reset. Like this, there are several options are available. Now, I want to compare the file which is available in my working tree with the remote repository. For that, we will right click on the project. We will go to the team option. We will use one option called synchronize workspace. What is the meaning of synchronize workspace? It is used to compare our project from the local to remote repository. Instead of that, if you go for git bash, if I open git bash here also we can execute a command called git status command. When I execute git status, what happened? It is saying that which file I have modified. What are the modifications? To identify those modifications, we can use a command called diff command. Now, when I use git diff command, what it is saying? When I use the git diff command, what it is doing, guys? It is displaying these lines in the red color. What is the meaning of this is in the red color? This is in the red color. Here also spaces are in the red color. What is the meaning of that? That code I have deleted. If you add the new line, it will display in the green color. If you delete particular line, it will display in the red color. So which command I am using to see the differences? Git diff command. I'm using a command called git diff command. So in the IDE, how can we see the differences? Right click, team, and you can go for synchronize workspace. When we use synchronize workspace, it is asking to change the window. Yes, perspective will be changed. Now you see, it is showing what are the files that are modified. If you see here, there is an arrow which is pointing right side. There is an arrow which is pointing right side. What is the meaning of that? There are some changes available. We need to push those changes. So if you have a left side arrow, there are some changes in the remote repository. You have to pull the changes. Now, if you go to your class, so this book application.java, boot application.java, it is saying this class is having some changes. Whenever you double click on the class, it is showing clearly the differences. Can you guys see the differences now? Here there was a package available. Earlier, there was a package available with a name called get mapping, line number 5. This is remote file and this is local file. So when I double click on that, it is opening my local file and remote file. It is comparing my local file and remote file. So in the remote, you can see the remote file and you can see the local file. My local file is compared with the remote file. Which option I have used? Right click on the project, team, synchronize workspace. What is the meaning of synchronize workspace? compare our local files with the remote files. Now when it compare, this line number 5 deleted in the local, and here arrow marks are available. Next change. What is the next change? In the remote file, 13 line, 14 line having some spaces. Those spaces are removed in the local file. Go to the next difference. There is a method in the remote file. That method is deleted in the local file. So like this, we can compare our local files and remote files. After doing that comparison, I want to commit it. I want to commit it. What is the option we have? Dot commit. Whatever the changes I have seen, okay, I only done those changes. I made those changes. I want to commit this file to the remote repository. To commit that file to remote repository, right click, commit. Here we are getting the option unstaged changes and staged changes. By default, it is added to staging area. Commit message, removed HTTP method. And here we have the option. Do you want to only commit or you want to go for commit and push? I want to go for commit and push. It is asking our username and password. When I do from the git bash, is it asking or it is not asking? When I do from the git bash, it is not asking because it is already stored in the credential manager. But when I do from the IDE, it is asking my username and password. You can store that so that next time it is not going to ask you. You can log in and you can do the push operation. Like this, you can push the code from the IDE. Suppose I want to pull the code. Right click. If you have the changes in the remote repository, then it will give the option to pull latest changes from the remote repository, the local repository also. Window perspective, reset perspective. Right. Now, if you have a project, right click, team, there is an option called pull option. What is the meaning of pull? Whatever the changes are there in the remote repository, you can pull those changes. So now it is up to you. If you feel IDE operation is easy, you can do from here. Whenever you right click on the project, you have a team option. In the team, you can see all the options which are available. Synchronize workspace, commit, push, pull, all the operations available. If it is difficult for you to perform operations from the IDE, you can go for git bash and you can execute bash commands. If you don't want to execute a command, you have another option called git GUI also. Like this, there are multiple ways available to communicate with the Git repository. Person to person, the client may change. I am more comfortable with the git bash because commands will be available. Tomorrow when you go for interview, they cannot ask a question how you will commit from the IDE. They will ask a question on the git bash command. What is push command? What is pull command? What is clone command? What is merge command? What is stash command? So first to practice on the git bash, then you can practice from the IDE also. Now, if I explain how to perform git operations from GUI or IDE, will you concentrate on the bash commands? No. That's why first we understood bash command. Now you know the bash command and you can perform operations from GUI as well as from IDE also. Are you clear? Good. Now, what is rebase? It is also used to merge the changes from one branch to another branch, but it will not preserve the committee history. Merge command will preserve the committee history. Got it. Fine, guys. So with this, we are done with our Git classes. So we are done with Maven, we done with GitHub, and we done with Bitbucket also. Now it is time to write an exam on the GitHub. So I have prepared a test paper, 35 questions available on the GitHub. I uploaded that test to our mobile app. Can you open the app? Online people also, please write the exam. You will write the exam. Immediately you will see your score. Go to mobile app. These are MCQs, multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions. You cannot copy because the questions order will be different from person to person. There is a, what I can say, jumbling paper, right? The paper is a jumbling. Yes. Download the mobile app. Download our mobile app. In the mobile app, you can see free test option is available. In our mobile app, you can see free test option is available. Under free test, GitHub test papers option is available. GitHub test paper option is available. All of you confirm. Online people also. Could you please confirm? Are you able to open mobile app, Ashok IT mobile app? Yeah, it's loading. Wait. Yes. There is a test paper on the GitHub. 35 questions are available. Application is slow. Free test option is available. You don't need to wait for that. Click on the menu. Go for pre-test. In the menu, there is option called pre-test. In that pre-test, you can see Git test paper. Yeah, wait. Online students, are you able to download? Slow. Yes. Is it loaded? Sir, use your mobile data, not Wi-Fi. Use your mobile data, not Wi-Fi. Guys, online students, you need to download our app. In the app, you can see a option called free test. In the free test, there is an option for Git. Test paper option is available. In that Git test paper, I have given 35 questions. I want you people to write the test and see how many questions you are able to answer correctly. If anybody don't have the app, please download. The questions are 35 questions are related to GitHub only. All the 35 questions are related to GitHub. Please write the exam. Yes, the people who are able to load the app, who are able to access, please start the test. Online students, please write the test and share your test report in the WhatsApp group. Everybody should share their test report in the WhatsApp group. For offline people, WhatsApp group is there. For online people also, WhatsApp group is there. After completion of your test, you need to share your test result in that group. How many questions you answered correctly, we will understand it. Complete the exam. Is it loaded? Chalo. Write the exam. After completion of your exam, you need to share that report in the WhatsApp group that we have. We will see how many marks you got in that exam. Questions are jumbling. Don't copy paste. Questions are jumbling, answers also jumbling. If you say A, that answer may not be correct for your question. Online students, are you able to write it? Yeah, please do it fast. After exam is completed, share your report in the group. I want everybody report. I will not disturb for next 15 minutes. Concentrate. Whatever you understand in the class, just answer those. This is just a practice test to see how much you are able to remember that we explained in the class. I will take the report. Who got how many marks also we can find out. We will see the leader of the board who got the highest marks. I hope online people are able to do it. All of you completed? No? Madam, you write it on your own. Why are you discussing? It is not for group discussion. All of you completed the test. Lokesh, Lokesh, you joined just now. I asked people to write the exam on the mobile app. Log in into our mobile app, go to free test. There is a GitHub test paper. Write the exam on the GitHub and send your test results in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Online students, all of you completed. I'm waiting for your results. "35 questions are there. So you can consider for 34. One question was incorrect there. Okay, good.